Well, Steelers fans, if you thought things couldn't get any worse, think again. First, a legendary NFL figure publicly ripped into Pittsburgh's defense with harsh words that echoed behind the scenes. Then, an even more troubling update hit the locker room. Another serious injury to a roster already falling apart physically. And all this comes right before a crucial matchup. The first blow came from where no one expected. Yikes. It was a rough Sunday night for the Steelers, and the pain was loud enough to catch the attention of former NFL head coach Rex Ryan, who didn't mince words one bit. After Pittsburgh got torched 35-25 by the Packers, yes, that Green Bay team without Aaron Rodgers, Ryan took to ESPN's Get Up and lit the Steelers' defense on fire. "This is horrendous. This ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers," Ryan ranted. "When you get old, you get slow. And if you're slow, you can't play defense." It was embarrassing as HUL from start to finish. Hard to argue with him. This Cam Hayward-led defense has now coughed up over 30 points and 450-plus yards 2 weeks in a row. That's not just a bad game. It's a trend, a nasty one. And even though Pittsburgh's sitting at 4-3 and still clinging to first place in the AFC North, it feels like they're skating on thin ice with cracks forming fast. The upcoming visit from the Colts, who just so happen to lead the entire league in total offense, isn't exactly going to help that feeling either. Indianapolis is moving the ball at will right now, averaging nearly 385 yards a game. If the Steelers can't find a way to slow that down, Acrisure Stadium could get real hostile, real fast. Defensive coordinator Terrell Austin's unit is taking hits left and right, allowing 30-plus points in over half the games this season. That's not just un-Steeler-like, it's totally unacceptable. Pittsburgh's DNA has always been defense-first, smash-mouth football. But lately, they're looking soft, slow, and out of answers. To make matters worse, they didn't register a single sack or turnover against the Packers. Zilch, nada. And that second half, brutal. Green Bay hung 28 points on them after halftime like they were playing Madden on rookie mode. The Steelers' defense just couldn't get off the field or slow anything down. If you can't stop big plays on first down or limit chunk yardage, you're not forcing third and longs. You're just surviving. And yet, somehow, some way, Pittsburgh still has a winning record. Credit to Rodgers, who's been playing like a 41-year-old Pro Bowler with duct tape holding this thing together. He's completing over 68% of his passes and doing everything he can, but it clearly ain't enough if the defense keeps crumbling. The only silver lining? The rest of the AFC North didn't exactly ball out either. The Bengals dropped to 3-5 after losing to the previously winless Jets. Yikes. The Browns fell to 2-6 after getting smacked by New England, and the Ravens only just clawed their way to 2-5. So yeah, the Steelers are still technically leading, but that cushion could disappear real quick if the defense keeps bleeding yardage. Mike Tomlin, who's in his 19th season with the team, which is a ridiculous run, is facing yet another test, and this one's massive. The Steelers haven't won a playoff game in nearly a decade, and now with a future Hall of Famer at quarterback and a 4-1 start slipping away, the pressure is sky high. If things don't turn around fast, it's not wild to wonder if Tomlin's legendary run might actually be approaching its final chapter. And if the criticism was tough, what came next was even worse. Breaking news that directly hits the heart of the Steelers' defensive line. Man, the hits just keep on coming for the Steelers, and we're not just talking about the scoreboard. Sunday night's loss to the Packers was already rough, but the injury report from that game might have been even worse. Defensive lineman Daniel Ekuale is now officially done for the season after tearing his ACL, and that's a brutal blow for a defensive front that was already running low on depth. Ekuale, who signed a 1-year deal with the team this past offseason, had earned his stripes as a solid veteran rotational guy behind Keanu Benton. He brought that lunch pail attitude, showed up strong in training camp, and became a reliable plug on the interior. Now, just like that, his season's over. Another soldier down in what's turning into a war of attrition for the Steelers. So, what now? Someone's got to fill that role, and the next man up mentality is in full effect. Rookie Yahya Black is probably first in line. He's got the size to handle nose tackle duties, even though he's mostly been used as a traditional defensive tackle. Don't be surprised if you start seeing more of Logan Lee, too. The kid missed all of 2024, but now it's time to see if he can translate some of that potential into real reps. Isesi Otomewo might get sprinkled in as well, and unfortunately, Ekuale isn't the only one the Steelers are losing to a torn ACL. Special teams captain Miles Killebrew already went down earlier this year, and now Deshaun Elliott's knee injury from Sunday night doesn't look promising either. He had to be carted off, and that's never a good sign. We're still waiting for official word, but the vibes aren't great. One thing fans have really started to question? That field. Acrisure Stadium's surface has been getting shredded week after week, and players slipping and tweaking knees isn't exactly helping ease concerns. When your own turf becomes part of the injury narrative, you've got a problem. This defense is sinking fast, and the injuries are only making things worse. So here's the big question. With such a banged-up roster, can we really still believe in the playoffs? Drop your take in the comments and subscribe so you don't miss a single Steelers update.